Hi guys, I am going to do my haul that I got on that outing with Oakley. Okay, just gotta make sure I can set this down. It's rolling away. Oh. So, first off, please excuse the mess in the background. I am trying to get my kids class Valentine's goodie bags done. But anyways, so first off, as you can see, I picked up the second car seat. I had mentioned I wanted to get a second one. I washed it up because it had kind of a smell to it. The lady said that they washed it. I'm not believing they did. Just for the fact that it had the smell. And as soon as I took the pad off the seat itself, there was like chips under there and Cheerios. And there is staining on the cover that she never mentioned. So that's kind of a little irritating. I'm hoping to try to get it out. Although tonight I did find on eBay the actual cover that matches on my other stroller. So I've got that on my watch list. I'm hoping I've got a gift card for it. It's just between the price and the shipping, I wish this, I'm watching it, I know this is like the whole shipping thing, but I know for me personally on eBay, yeah, you like to make money on it, but on the other hand, when you have shipping for a canopy and a cover like this, and you have $10 shipping on it, it's a turnoff. Because I know darn well they're going to shove it in a polymer bag. One of those plastic shipping bags. And it'll cost them maybe $3 to ship it. That is my biggest irritant. Like, I have no problem if you have free shipping and you shove it in there and you pay that much, but so I've got it on my watch list for now. I'm going to see how I'm going to sleep on it for a little bit and see how I feel. If I'm going to decide to go through with it or not. But the other things that I picked up, dig them out of the bag, is, where's the other one? There it is. Somebody had the purple, okay, I dropped that one. The purple Dr. Brown's bottles. One of them has a pink straw thing, but because she couldn't find the other purple one, and that is a piece of my cat's hair. But I have been looking all over for these purple ones. I had been shopping with my son one day at Toys R Us, and I saw them. I put them in the cart. I walked around, going back and forth, if I wanted them or not. And I couldn't commit if I wanted them or not. So I put them back. Thinking, oh, well, maybe if it's meant to be, next time I come, they'll have them. Well, next time I went, they didn't have them. And I asked one of the employees who surprisingly knew what I was even talking about. And she said they were special edition ones apparently, or limited edition ones. And she said they weren't getting any more in. So then I looked to Amazon. Well, Amazon was more than what Toys R Us was, because being limited edition, you know, people can put whatever their prices are. So I just forgot about them until I saw them on Marketplace. And luckily, the lady that I got the car seat from, she wanted me to pick it up when I was supposed to go pick my kids up from school. But I talked her into doing it a little bit earlier, and the lady with the bottles was actually able to meet at the same spot, well, the lady with the bottles actually came quicker than the car seat lady, but they were both able to meet me in the same spot, and I wasn't waiting forever. I think I maybe waited 5 minutes between the two. So I was able to get the car seat and the bottles, and then we just did a quick trip to Burlington, coat factory. I didn't really see a whole lot in there that I just couldn't leave without. Some other stuff kind of went up in prices, and I just wasn't really wowed there, if you want to say it. It was, I mean, looking around, like I said in the video, they expanded the baby section. They took a lot of the cribs out. They added car seats, bouncers, playpens, travel systems, strollers, stuff like that. And they have a better display of those, where before they were all kind of crowded together and they didn't have many of them. Now they have them, at least one on display, and then they have the boxes, because also, if you wanted like a stroller, before they would have it on the floor, like a demonstration or a floor model, but if you wanted it, they would have to go to the back and get it. So you'd have to wait around for them to get it. They got rid of that, so they've got the floor model that you can kind of play around with, and then if you choose you want it, then there is usually a box above it, and then once you buy it, they'll go to the back and grab another box and put it out. But looking at the rest of the baby section, like I said, they expanded it, but the shelves were kind of bare. When I got to where the bottles were, like, they had a lot of blankets. They had a whole heck of a lot of blankets, as well as bibs. But like bottles and pacifiers, they didn't have much of, and they were about not much more or savings versus going to like Walmart. So I didn't really see much there. I did get 2 things while I was there, technically 3, because I bought a bottle of water because I was thirsty. But first off, I finally found hopefully you can see that from the glare, the Tommee Tippee Little London boy set of pacifiers. One of them is white with blue bunnies, and the other one is blue with white X's on it. These are, like I said, from the Little London line. I believe these ones are supposed to be limited edition as well. These ones are called Peace and Quiet. I did get these cheaper than you would typically at Walmart, although I have not seen these at Walmart. I think these were only at Babies R Us. And we only have a few baby set things in our Toys R Us, and they never got these. And speaking of Babies R Us, it sounds like with a lot of the Toys R Us filing bankruptcy, it seems like a lot of Babies R Us are what are taking the major hit, which frustrates me beyond belief, because when my kids were babies, even though we didn't have a Babies R Us near us, when we were able to go to like Minneapolis, first place, we go to the hotel and literally drive down the road and go to Babies R Us right away and go shopping. I loved Babies R Us with the kids. They had so many things that I couldn't get in Fargo. I mean, I could order them on the internet, but I will internet shop. I do shop on Amazon a lot, but I like to pick things up and look at it before I commit to some things. And some things, yeah, you get free Prime shipping, but it's more expensive to buy it on Amazon. There's a few things that it's cheaper to go to the store and buy. There's some things that it's cheaper to buy on Amazon. I like, and like stuff like this, like finding it in store, especially Babies R Us and Toys R Us. Once again, back to the shipping thing. I find it funny, a lot of places will offer free shipping if you buy like $35 or more. And you can buy like a $100 crib it's got to cost them more in shipping. I mean, I know they get discounts, but it's got to cost a pretty good chunk for them to ship that crib. Where I'm buying this box of pacifiers and they want $10 shipping. Okay. That seems ridiculous to me. So anyways, I got these for a good price. It was a little bit more than what I pay for Tommee Tippees at Ross, but I have not seen these at Ross, although I haven't been to Ross in a while. I might go there this week sometime, I'm not sure. And the other thing that I found, speaking of Babies R Us, are these Tommee Tippee bottles. You know, I have this thing for Tommee Tippee bottles all of a sudden. And they are the 5-ounce Tommee Tippee bottles. They're purple. They're white. I think this part is white or clear. And they have a purple cap. And they have bears on them and hugs. Actually. Oh. It shows purple on there, but it's kind of a pinkish purple. And it's got a... See, it's... Yeah. Actually, looking at it, it's like a lavender color. Like a light lavender. You probably can't tell that between the glare from the light. But it's like a light lavender color. I can't say it's pink because if I put the pink one next to it, you'll notice the difference. And I don't have it by me. And then it says Tommee Tippee in dark purple. The numbers are in dark purple. And on the front it has a white heart with a purple bear. And he's got a pink face, pink cheeks, and a pink paws. And it says hugs on it. And all the bottles are that way. There are all 3 of them in here. This was the only box that they had. And it's a Toys R Us or Babies R Us exclusive. And that's once again talking about Babies R Us. Like, I never saw these in my Toys R Us. And had I seen them in the Toys R Us, I probably would have bought them. Because I really like the Tommee Tippee. I like these smaller ones. I love their color tint ones. I actually looked at a package of those when I was at Burlington. But they're the 9 or 10 ounces for their larger bottles. And I don't want... I have some of them in that size, but that's not what I use for my babies. Like, these are a good size to me. Like, they're nice, they're chunky, they're comfortable to hold. The box down. They're comfortable to hold. I like the smaller Tommee Tippees. Even though they're 5 ounces, they don't feel like it because they're so short. But they are rounder. They're like short and stout. But I really like these ones. Although, like my other Tommee Tippees, I'm going to be keeping one of them. And the rest will be going in my eBay. I don't know if you call it. It's not really an eBay store, but the other 2 will be going on eBay, as well as the Dr. Brown bottles. I will be keeping one of them and modifying it, and the rest will be going on eBay. And I wish they would have made these in the 5 or 4 ounce. These are 9 ounces. I know what. They're like 8.5 ounces, it looks like. Or 250 milliliter. But the thing is the seller did leave the nipples on them. She was going to throw the nipples away, and I told her, I'm just modifying them for dolls. Because she goes, for sanitary reasons, she goes, I'm going to throw the nipples away, so you will need to purchase new nipples. And I almost bought some, good thing, because I hadn't even looked. Oh, and they're the Y. So, these ones are going to be more involved, because they are the Y nipples. The super fast flow. My son had to use those ones. So, but like I said, she did leave the nipples on all 3 of them, so that's good. I'll just have to seal them up and modify those. And once again, one of them I'll keep, 2 will go on eBay. In my store, and I'll link below my eBay listings. Like I said, I don't know what you want to call it because I don't have an actual eBay store. I have looked into that, and I don't sell enough on eBay. Like, I got an email not long ago that I was welcome to join their eBay stores, but I don't sell enough. I don't have enough for me personally to pay the extra fees that goes along with that. Like, it was the cheapest option for an eBay store was like $10 a month, and I'm thinking, I'm not paying $10 a month to list on eBay. And like, the perks weren't much more than what you get just with the free account. So I'm just leaving it the way I have it. If it turned into something like I was selling a better volume, I'd consider it. But right now, I'm not just... I was selling more at Christmas time and around Christmas time and after Christmas time. And I think that's because there were a lot more dolls being listed. And there was a lot more dolls being listed. Excuse me. There was a lot more dolls being listed, and that didn't come with anything, as well as people having Christmas money or buying stuff for family members for Christmas that have the dolls. I know one lady purchased a whole bunch of stuff, and she was excited because she had purchased a doll for herself and her granddaughters, and she said that the baby came with a bottle, but the bottle, it was a RealCare bottle that it came with, but it was one of the old style ones. They used to have, it would be like the, excuse me, I'm refluxing again. The old rubber nipples, those like brown ones. And then they would cover like this white thing that would have the sensor on the tip. And it would just be like this chunk right here. And kids would pick off the rubber as the rubber got older. And on the nipples, so she said that it was missing the nipple, and she just thought that the bottles that I was making and selling were really cute, and she thought they were more realistic, as well as the pacifier sets. So she was excited. I think she bought an outfit, a bottle pacifier set, another bottle, like a few other things that I was selling. So she was super excited about that. And speaking of bottles and passy sets, remember that once we hit 750, I will be doing a giveaway for a bottle and pacifier. I showed them in a previous video. I will also be doing another giveaway at 1,000 subscribers. So the quicker we can get to those numbers, the quicker the giveaways will happen. And I hope everybody's enjoying these videos. I enjoy making them. Like doing the outing, it was fun doing the outing. My only downside is I wish there was somebody in my area that, even if they had reborns, would want to do an outing. Like I have nothing against reborns. I would love to go out with a Dolly friend and have fun. So anyways, if you haven't already, please subscribe. Click that subscribe button below. Give this video a thumbs up. You can watch numerous videos on my channel. I've been doing this for over a year. And comment below. I hope everybody has a great evening. Bye.